Hey guys, Archie Luxury for Pluta channel. Today guys, I'm doing a paid review. Paid because, you know, money's tight, I need moolah. And this here is a pretty good question. It's from James, and he says, Archie, I want you to talk about women's tool watch review. So he's basically saying, what is the best watch for a woman to have? What's the best watch? And this is actually a very good question. So without further ado, let's run the intro, fuckers. Okay, best wristwatch for a woman. Now, this is a very, very interesting thing. And I gotta tell you, the problem is a lot of women are now going into the men's zone. They are going into the men's club. They think they can wear a men's watch, and that's really not the go. See, if we go back in time, the late 90s, the Rolex day date was 36 mil. There was a mid-size for the Asian buyer. That was about 31. And the ladies' size of the Rolex Datejust, 26 mil, fuckers. 26 mils. Now, fast forward a bit, and we've all put the beef on. We've all added the kilos. And I gotta tell you, I'm no different. What's happened? I'll tell you what's happened. They had the taste sensation salted caramel ice cream. That's what happened, fuckers. So we've all put the pork on. I'd rather eat salty caramel instead of carrots. So I gotta tell you, it's made watches bigger. We have gone for bigger watches. Now, bad diet has also led to diabetes. The early stages of diabetes means we need reading glasses. These men folk, they can't see the fucking dials. It's diabetes, fuckers. That's what it is. That's what's gone wrong. So let's talk about women's watches. Women's watches. Guess what? They've put the pork on too. Also, the hormones in the chicken, it's gotten really nasty. Brain freeze! Brain freeze! Screen freeze! So, what happens then? Well, let me tell you what happens. Women start to wear bigger watches, but this is a mistake. It should not happen. Doesn't happen on my watch, fuckers. I think the best watch for a woman, she needs an elegant watch to go out. And she needs a tool watch. And what's the best tool watch? Rolex. See, I know many women, they want the sophisticated type watch. They want a Cartier. If a woman wants a Cartier watch, get one in gold. That's her dress watch. But she shouldn't get it as an everyday thing because it's not really water resistant or waterproof. What you should get is, it's simple. Rolex, Rolex, Rolex. My advice is the perfect women's watch is a Rolex Datejust or a Rolex Date. That is the perfect watch because it tells the time, and my honest opinion is that is the absolute perfect watch. In my case, even though I don't have a bitch of my own, I do have a Rolex Ladies Oyster Perpetual Date for dates, and I will often get this watch ready for the lady who's going out with me to wear. I love the oyster bracelet. I love an oyster bracelet, and I also love a smooth flat bezel. The bezel. Now, interestingly enough, when I've spoken to women about this, and I gave them a choice of either a steel, this is all white metals, steel Datejust with a white gold bezel and a Jubilee, or a Rolex Oyster Perpetual Date, smooth bezel, oyster bracelet, they always go for the fucking Datejust with the Jubilee and the fluted bezel. Now, that is a mistake. They don't know what they want. They don't know what they want. In my opinion, the most beautiful tool watch for a woman, Rolex Datejust with smooth bezel, oyster bracelet, she can go to the gym. She can change babies' diapers. She can prepare meals for her husband, her boyfriend. She can do everything she wants. Now, the funny thing is, a lot of these women folk, they want the watch to wear everywhere. See, blokes don't cut the grass with their good watch on. No. Well, actually, my dad does. He does fucking everything with his Datejust. That's why it looks fucktous. The best tool watch for a woman is a Rolex because it is waterproof. Okay? You can, honestly, as long now, I know you got to check the seals and women don't do this, but let me tell you a few stories. A number of years ago, a friend of one of my wives wanted a stainless steel wristwatch for everyday, elegant, casual wear. I recommend the Datejust. No, she wanted a Cartier Tank Francais. Guess what? The Tank Francais, a number of years later, she took it in. She needed a new battery because it was quartz. And sure enough, water had seeped in. Because it doesn't have a fucking screw-in crown. It's got a little bit of rubber, which protects the seals. It protects it through a little bit of rubber. Now, we all know what can happen with a mistake with rubbers. So, this is what happens. It got water in and needed a very expensive service. So, let me say this to you. The most perfect women's tool watch is simple. A Rolex Oyster. Any Rolex Oyster you can get, no date, with date. I think the simpler, the more elegant. Smooth bezel, oyster bracelet. I think that is classic. It's iconic. It is so cool. The women folk, no, they don't really that big fans of it. They kind of want fancy-wancy Jubilee bracelet and fluted bezels. But I'm telling you now, that is the greatest watch. You have to buy it for her, then she will appreciate it as time goes on. Okay? Don't ask her. I'm just telling you what the answer is. I'm telling you, I'm giving you the advice. Now, the funny thing is you get a nice classical Rolex. You'll never have trouble. You can wear it everywhere. You can enjoy it. Everything is good. Your life will get better. Things will improve. Everything will be cool. Everything will be cool. So my honest advice is the the best dress watch for a woman. Now, I've had a few bitches in my life. I can tell you, the best dress watch for a woman would be a gold Cartier head with a leather strap and a gold buckle. Okay? No, the Cartier Cartier Tank Solo doesn't count. That's got a steel back. That's for cheap fuckers to buy. Okay? You want solid gold. Louis Cartier Tank is the one. Or a Benoit, something like that, elegant and classy. Every woman then needs a quartz steel stunner. I would highly recommend the Omega Constellation. Now the Omega Constellation also doesn't have a screw-in crown. It's not really waterproof, but she can get away with it occasionally. Then as the everyday tool watch to get shit done, Rolex. It's gotta be Rolex. Oyster case, screw-in crown, waterproof. I would advise the man to make sure it's serviced every couple of years, maybe every year. Get the seals pressure tested, because all it takes is one seal to have gone and water will sneak in and do the damage. Okay? So you've got to remember that. You've got to remember it. You've got to be careful. But my advice is the ultimate tool watch is the Rolex. I think the 26 mil, that is the feminine side. I don't like these big bitches who want huge monsters on their wrist. No, get the 26 mil. That is the classic ladies size. I don't want them wearing 40 mil big watches. That's my watch, not your watch. And I'm just saying to you, you've got to remember this. These bitches will try and take everything over. So, the verdict is, the official verdict is 26 mil ladies, date just or a date. Preferably with smooth bezel and oyster bracelet. I reckon that is the ultimate woman's tool watch. But the bitches don't listen to me. So just get it and she will learn to like it. Just like she learned to love your pay packet. I'm Paul Pluta. This is a paid review for James. Tell me what you fuckers. Put some nasty comments below. Tell James what you think. Archie Luxury. Guys, it's really dishonest to jump into bed with garbage. It's really dishonest. It's really dishonest. I mean, I've been approached hundreds of times by shitter brands. I said no. I said no. No shitters. No shitters. So just remember that when you're picking your YouTube gurus, don't always go for the one who everything's wonderful, everything's great, because it ain't the case. It ain't all fucking wonderful.
I'm only signing it because it costs nothing. So this is the congratulations to everybody.
Oh, and don't forget, fuckaroonies, like, subscribe, and tell your fuckhead friends. And don't forget to mention the Archie Luxury Travel Channel. That's where I'm doing live shows, fuckers.